the 3 picks that we were talking about are there, right? Leona, Hecarim, Bant, and last pick Graves for Gen X. That's a comfort. The biggest wild card in the entire draft is Renata, because when I look at Excel's comp, I see 4 range champions. I don't see many melee divers.
Pivotal to this game.
It really can. Marcoon, though, sensing something is up, that the God Gilius is starting up an objective, and Shelby just a little bit too late. Are both sitting on level 5, so they do not have access to their ultimates at the moment. We're now going to see a full 3v4. They're going to push it straight in. There's the shockwave, though, onto 2, as they're going to see SK trying to turn this one around. Both Mickey and Gilius have to back themselves away. There's Super Mega Rockets! Fishes himself a nice little catch, and now they've got the Gnar right on the backside as well. Finn finds himself another. That's going to be 2 swift kills to XL.
Oh, what a perfect set up their battle lines at the start of this fight. Gotten them some very good rewards.
And the disappointed face there knows that was something they didn't really need to give up, but not only was it 2 kills on the Rift, hell, it's that top turret gone, and that's all that lovely gold going over to Patrick. Yes, it's being shared, but you're going to maybe be able to get a tier 2 off this as well. So this is a massive swing of gold out of nowhere. We're looking at a nearly 3,000 gold lead, and we're not even at 10 minutes.
And this is one of the things which you've seen in the second half of the split.
Perfectly.
Yeah, in the tennis analogy, it's 3 playoffs points for them. But they may have made 1 or 2 unforced errors in that last game. Of course, G2...
Yeah, they are indeed. Here we go. This is going to be the first proactive Realm Warp used to try and get champions instead of minions. Nard back into the wall. Everfrosted down. Genax, you went a bit too close to the turret.
Because this is getting a little out of hand. At least they do have Genax with the Hull Breaker. Yes, he died for that last push. Not going to do the same on this one.
You always going to have. And right now, they're saying, look, we don't need to risk anything. We got Shelly on our side. They're going to be our 6th man, as we can see now. Marcoon going to go in. They're going to use the Realm Warp and the teleport. Gilius trying to run away. There's the hostile takeover just to try and give a little bit of time as Treats get himself with the bailout, but he gets taken out before anything can happen. Shockwave completely whiffs, and you will be punished, Certus, for missing your ultimate, as Finn shows you how it's done. Ends up losing his ultimate just to try and trade it back. They do gain the flash out of Genex. That's going to be 2nd Dragon now.
Funneling into us for the first time. Maybe we get some on the mid turret. But that's, looks like XL, they're just the ones which, who else can make the plays?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, how do you get an engage here? Unless it's a massively egregious positioning error from the side of XL, you're not going to get the shockwave off. We can now see them fighting to try and change
that. Doesn't look like a 1v1 to me. That looks like a significantly more people.
Yep, he's probably going to have to use his flash here in a second as he's trying to get himself away. Actually, he doesn't have it just yet. He's going to get the modal shield boat down, and he didn't have it in time. I just caught on the little screen at the top right that he didn't quite have that cooldown. He just gets taken.
Yeah, could have fooled me too. You see that little thin line of that cooldown, and that is the thin line between life and death, being able to defend that turret. SK, they turn up to see Genax on the floor. He does have the teleport, but Marcoon is already on the Dragon, and Gilius is now between a lot of angry XL players.
Yep, they do not want to even leave this one up for chance. Gilius will get himself a bailout, but he was going to do nothing with it, just delays the inevitable. And Nukeduck flashes over on top of Jezu. They get the Dragon, they get a kill, the shockwave comes out, but it does not matter. They are running an absolute marathon with it right now. XL want to break the curse.
To the side lane, but XL, they have a Realm Warp. What can they do with that to defend themselves?
I mean, you got the Realm Warp, you should be able to get Finn out, but here's the deep teleport you were just talking about. He's going to try and jump onto Nukeduck. They catch him out, though, and that should be Nukeduck going down. He has no flash. Realm Warp has been used, and they will get themselves a kill, but look at the rest of the map.
That's all 5 members. That's everyone from SK. You get yourself a kill, but for what? But for pressure on both lanes to the side of XL. They don't take the mid lane inhibitor turret just yet, but the top one looks sure to fall.
Absolutely, and this is again XL saying, cool, you committed so much to get that 1 pick.
Good over and over, they would find themselves working off of a very low amount of creativity as Gilius gets out from that one. XL once again looking, but you can see, oh, Gilius is trying again.
He has to go for something. The flash kick is good, but Patrick will get himself out, and then they can reset the fight. There's going to be the hostile takeover.
You have to agree with it, because if you're looking for that combo, you don't want to be dealing with an extra shield. You don't want to be dealing with this either, though.
They're going to go in. Finn is all the way behind enemy lines, and they haven't seen him just yet. The Lee Sin is dead. 3-man Nard to bring everyone back in. The shockwave is good, but not good enough. The Renata will fall. The Orianna as well. It's Jezu left one as lonesome all by himself, and there's nowhere for you to go. It looks like it may just happen.
They're teleporting for the end. They're going towards that top side. It's another dragon fight. It's another SK capitulation in the 5v5s. They're pushing in that top side. Fly the XL colors high at the 7th time of asking. Dare we say it? Dare we say they've made it?
I mean, we're going to wait until the final Nexus turret is taken down to the Nexus explodes as we look now as Marcoon trying to take down GenX. GenX doing his very best to keep SK Season alive, but with the Nexus exposed, it has taken 1,142 days, and on the 7th time of trying, XL will make playoffs.
In the LCK of the Lee Sin into the Gnar. You have solo kill pressure. This is a very dangerous matchup now for Armor versus White Knight.
Yeah, and actually straight up, I just went into automatic pilot and I was like, oh, Lee Sin jungle.
Lee Sin's there, yeah. I love this adaptation from Zanzarah, and Zanzarah has not leveled Q twice. It's gone for the E. He's ready to go for a gank.
I mean, it's a bit risky with the Mega Gnar already being hit, but they're going to go for it. Here we go. They're going to canter on up. They're going to get the aggro off onto Dayor. He jumps back. Armo trying to just survive. He's not dead yet, but he finally falls. First blood to Astralis.
Okay, Astralis.
Zanzarah, we talk about how it influences. We do see Mad Lions coming onto it. I think a key matchup that we've just kind of been harking on about so far has been those junglers. Zanzarah versus Elyoya. And look at the kind of early impact.
Does go too far. This could potentially be an overstep from Astralis in the jungle.
Well,
yep, that's exactly what's happening.
Yep, there's the Destiny Gate. They're going to get the knock up there. It's going to cause the flash. Zanzarah pops himself onto the Ghost and starts running himself away. Dayor flashes forward, and it's White Knight who picks up a kill. Arma didn't have the Mega. He didn't have the extra. Far bigger brains than mine.
What I will say is that once Zanzarah has that, you know, he's got a lot of move speed already.
All I know is
thing rolling for them.
They didn't see Elyoya. They don't know he's here. Kobe senses something. Promiscu now will be spotted. They're going to use the Destiny Gate and jump straight on top of him. Promiscu flashes over, but he has been found out. Those are the kind of
way. Mad being in this situation is a little bit uncommon, at least in this split.
Definitely a little
potentially, but it's actually going to be Zanzarah.
X-Flash. Promiscu's going over. He goes in on top of the Alistair. I'm not quite sure that's the one you want to go for here. And he's going to get turned around. Kaiser will pop the Unbreakable Will and for him picks up a kill off the back of this one. Gets excited as both TPs have been channeled. You can see Zanzarah, though, playing 1v2 off to the side of this as Mad Lions realize the pony is getting out of control. They need to put him back into the stables, but I don't think they can. They're going to get the kick back as Armand has to flash away, but it's a flash into the Gale Force from Kobe to pick up that kill. Astralis are turning
that fight. That is now going to be Mad Lions not getting Soul Point. It's not going to be a major.
It will be Mad Lions, though, with Shelly in tow to add as the 6th man to be able to try and make something work, as Reeker will land the stun card as well as the Everfrost, so we will not be taken out just yet. We will see on the top side there, Lee Sin of White Knight will be pushing in and trying to get that one. So this is going to be a 2 for 2 towers, but it is still an inner for 2 outers.
It is, but then mid lane outer tower is always such a big thing. It's always such a big thing when you're playing.
TP coming in.
Is TF going to respond?
Where's the TP going? I'm not quite sure. There it is. We're going to have a look now and see if Armin, he has himself no Mega, which means he is going to die. It's going to be a fight on 2 fronts as the Leona is taken down. It's a trade of support for top, though. Astralis kind of win on that front.
They kind of do. I mean, you don't have one of your big engage tools now in Promiscu on the map, and actually Mad used this to get tower pressure. Okay, they've managed to bigger grouped up fights again. We're yet to really see a point where Jinx can start popping off.
Zanzarah, he's on the back side of this. They're going to use the Realm Warp. There's the Onslaught of Shadows onto 3, but they can't really follow it up. Dayor in the right, in the middle, but he's a very tanky Rise. He can stand here for days, but so can Unforgiven as he peppers down these rockets, gets himself a reset and gets himself back down. Reeker walking forward, has the rapid fire cannon, just needs to be in a little bit more space.
Margins for another reset, another get excited from the Jinx, but they still have the TF ult. Just going to be used to ward away.
I mean, Zanzarah might be dying here. He's exhausted down. 1 or 2 more auto attacks here from Armand. Should be able to do it. The flash forward from the little Mar as he turns into the big Gnar should be enough. A Mad Lions
very, very efficient. Speaking of the TF, going to pop that ult, looking for an angle, looking for something.
It's a bit separated, though. They're going to actually eventually get the full Destiny Gate coming in as they finally find Dayor. He's tanky, but not tanky enough to survive. Elyoya will be able to soak up so much damage, but a 4-man Onslaught of Shadows means you can set this up for White Knight. Look at Kobe. He's just shredding through this team fight. They will end up trading it mid laner for support, but now Unforgiven can be unleashed. Will be forcing out down. He will lose that Mega very, very soon. You need to start taking your fight now, as there goes the Destiny Gate. Mad Lions have full information. Armin gonna find 2, despite them trying to look for the disengage. The Moonlight Vigil will come out, but Elyoya's picked up 2. The Dragon is still going as Dayor's found himself onto the mini Yordle. The prehistoric Yordle trying to keep himself alive. They're gonna try and steal this one away, but they just cannot. You are a Rise, you are not a gold lead. They've got the Infernal Soul, the Baron buff as well with the Red Bull Baron power play. couple of if, buts, and maybes, but at the moment, Mad Lions are putting their best foot forward and keeping themselves relevant in this game. As we can see, Arma trying to be a little bit of a nuisance. He will actually end up losing his own ultimate, but Dayor has nowhere to go, and Reeker going to be able to use a Destiny Gate to try and get himself back in here. The rest of Mad Lions saying, hey, it's a party, and they're all jumping in. Kaiser is not the one you want to be jumping on. He's got the Unbreakable Will. He is very, very tanky. Flash in with the gold card. They have the Moonlight Vigil, but it doesn't really do a lot of damage, and Unforgiven is again just picking up the spoils. Astralis looks scattered.
They look scattered, and they're trying to play around the broken map, trying to say, oh, maybe we can push out, maybe we can find some gaps when Mad Lions are rotating between lanes, trying to find themselves to that next fight, but Mad Lions are a step ahead. They're definitely ahead in terms of the objectives, definitely ahead in terms of the damage they can bring to bear. And Mad Lions, they take it in their stride, they take another turret, they're looking towards the base.
They'll be able to crack this one open. 20 seconds realistically until Zanzara and Dayor are here. So this is going to be inhibitor number 1 on the top side going down in favor of Mad Lions. While this is happening, they still have a couple of seconds left on this Baron power play as well. So they're going to be able to take as many structures as they like. And Astralis, what started off so brightly for you, look like you
came their own, and Mad Lions, they have a TF ult. They're trying to find another fight.
They're bullying him. They're going to try and land him down with the Destiny Gate coming in. They have Zanzara, but look at the TP on the flank. That's going to be Arma jumping in off the backside. He's still in mini. They will pick up the Leona. The Aphelios is dead. All of your damage is now gone. Mad Lions will be able to keep themselves alive. Mad Lions will keep their playoffs hopes going, and Mad Lions will go into the final day, at least into the final day of today, with a little bit of hope that they can make it.
No, it was the question asked at the start of this week was, are Mad Lions out of playoffs? They have managed to keep that question mark there for now. It's not in their hands. It's not solved just yet. The Mad Lions, they keep themselves in the conversation.
They keep the pressure on Vitality. Mad Lions go up to 7-10 in the LEC Super Week. We still have one spot left to decide within the playoffs.
It's something we can play relatively easily on the top side. Adam will take Gwen into it.
And it's now it's interesting from Team BDS. Team fighting just got a lot more difficult just because of that Poppy pick.
You know, that little time when we look at it now, he's been doing phenomenal. Finding commits.
Synchro's going to come in. Will clear out that ward. Comp already stunned up. The use of the cleanse very late. Ignite's ticking, but Limit will have another shield of Daybreak. Comp dodges away from it. Limit stuns one. Synchro looking for the chase, but decides against going any further. Root coming out as Marang steps forward, knocks him out of the Lucent Singularity, and Synchro will pushed in. You can see Larson quite low on mana. He's gone through both of his Corrupting Potion stacks because he's looking towards the top side now. Realm Warp's going to get them both underneath this tower. And Adam, you got no flash, you got no hallowed path. It's an easy enough kill for Rogue. Marang will flash away. Already sitting at 3.6k. Let's see how far up he goes here. Should be another 300 gold or so in his back pocket. 600 in total, actually, as he gets up to 4,300, a 700 gold lead over Xmatic.
Oh yeah, definitely. And now Syncroft making his way down as well. Malrang currently reading the play a little bit. Oh, Binding connects.
As the Binding, Marang puts down the Steadfast Presence and Limit. Ignite ticking, Comp with the
connects with the Binding, last headshot on Limit, and he's just going down.
Pretty sure he actually charged
the game from the side of Rogue. This turret almost going down as well. One more wave, 2 more waves potentially should go down, but
Marang going in. Looking for that Hex Flash across the wall, gets Limit, doesn't stun him. Misses the knock-up as well, and here comes Nuclear Wind. Marang a little bit overstepped here. Nuclear Wind will take him out.
And honestly, just
Rogue could get locked out. Still flashes available for Trimby and Comp. Flash in by Syncroft, but he doesn't land the knock-up. Cataclysm coming out. Syncroft just chunks out. The Gale Force enough. Root into the cleanse. Nuclear Wind looking for the chains. Will land them and will get the shutdown. Trimby tries to answer. Can't quite get the damage down himself, and now it's Larson in basically a 1v3, but all the cooldowns have been used. Trimby steps forward, puts a single Lucent Singularity out, but can't find it. As you say, Solar Flare an option, and Larson will not step any further. Knows the recall was coming out from Limit, just wants to stop that one from happening.
That's great, because if you can stop them, well, then you can get the top turret on the next wave. Malrang is currently pushing in the mid lane wave as well. You can get a few more, well, Plating just disappeared. You can potentially take it down. No, you just force out the teleport. So, despite kills going over to the side of BDS, in a net value, Rogue is still ahead. So many times where it's like, well, it's going well until it's not.
I mean, the big thing about First, though, is still a 4,500 gold lead. They have given up the second Dragon, but they secured the second Rift Herald for themselves. They've got a tier 2 now in this top lane. Oda is sitting very pretty.
And the inner turret and the bot side instead. There's just so much of the map that Rogue is taking control over.
Great job Our observers continue to smurf as always, and so do Rogue in this game. 7,000 gold will be their lead when this tower falls. BDS, this is the one chance BDS may have, stacking up these dragons towards the soul. And you can see Synchro's like, okay, I can kill Trimby. And the answer is, actually, you can't. You're the one who's locked down. You're the one who's locked in place, and Maohung will shut you out. Trimby's still very healthy on the backline, did have to burn his flash, but BDS, after they found the engage, couldn't find the follow-up. Xmatty chased out, Maohung stuns him into the wall, the ace in the hole, not even needed. And as Gorborg slowly messes around with the Telestrator, you gonna give us the fire? You're gonna show us BDS's base burning?
Ah, okay, fair enough. I was waiting for binding, but it's
like.
disaster!
It's disaster! I said he can't.
Oh, okay, it's close enough.
Yeah, I mean, well, I can't say I can't because I'm not in the game.
You wish.
Yeah, I wish.
We need a casters versus pro. You don't do that?
Guys,
multiple
just
of these pro players are friends. Drake, third point for BDS. Can they get it? Malrung has missed the ultimate.
TP coming in, Rogue looking for a fight here. And Maohung will get the stun into the wall. Final spark comes out. As you say, that's one. Solar Flare goes wide. The bounty secured. Rogue got the Baron, but they do lose the third dragon of the game. Still not Soul. As Odoamne looks for a bit of a chase here. Larssen and Trimby can do a lot of work if they can catch out BDS, who were eyeing up a fight but decided against it. And probably listening to the angel on their shoulder saying, we don't think we can win this one right now.
Oh, well, they stay around here. They're actually faking it back. There's no vision currently. Maybe they've spotted on the ward, but Larssen, he's going to be dealing with 4 members.
What can Larssen do? Flashes away from the Classic, still hit by the EQ combo. There's the Everfrost, the 4-man route. Larssen gets away with the phase rush, and the chase is on. But Larssen just unkillable right now. Needlework goes wide once again. Larssen eventually shut down.
It's going to be needing, but Limit, he's down here to zone. Minions might just do the job in itself. Mid lane wave is going to crash as well. No one in the meantime.
That's always the risk, right? If you go and start the dragon. Limit, as you say, is dead. And there's not really much you can do against that. Trimby misses the binding. Nuclear in there. Steadfast Presence, flash in. Keeper's Verdict coming out as well. That's going to knock Synchro out of the fight, and the push is in. Nuclear escapes for the moment. Xmatty, though, pays with his life. Synchro rejoins the fray, and Xmatty and Synchro already call it a day. They are down. Realm Warp out by Larssen to escape. Rogue continue to push in. They've lost their jungler, but Odoamne is there with the stun, and Adam is done.
He's back!
TP coming back in from Nuclear in, but immediately he's running back to the fountain. As it's a double for comp.
They're going to move it in to the Baron. Malrung spawning in 12 seconds. I mean, Synchro spawning in 10 seconds as well, so...
You know, Odoamne can just hop over that wall, and Rogue will secure the Baron. 30 minutes into the... If BDS send players over there with this trap line set up, Rogue can just push in towards the mid lane inhibitor.
Just wait for comms damage here. He's sitting on 4 items. He's got the LDR, he's got the Collector, Infinity Edge as well, together with the Gale Force. Those auto attacks, like one headshot, that's just half your HP gone. So, kind of just want to see them hit a binding. Watch BDS completely explode. Just for, you know, the joy of it.
I'm sure Rogue fans will be looking on very happily as well, as they see their team once again fight near the top of the table come the end of the regular season. Marang and Comp now down towards the bottom side. Adam forced away, Limit locked up. Ace in the hole will be enough to make sure that Limit, it just flashes away in time. Nuclear tries to dive onto Comp with a headshot! Boom! Headshots coming out from Comp. Nuclear forced back to the fountain. Xmatty as well. And Comp very happy to focus down the towers, his own living artillery here. As Comp will take down the Nexus towers. BDS one final ditch attempt to stop this one. Xmatty will try and get into the middle of the fight, but Adam's already down and the root comes out and Xmatty goes down as well. The white flag of surrender for BDS as they have surrendered the end of their season to a dominant Rogue.
And that game went pretty much as we expected.
Locked in for Misfits immediately though.
Okay, so that's why we were saving it. That's what they're looking for on Fnatic's side. So they want to be highly hit. They want to have that backline. Is pathing down towards this bot side as well, so big minion wave. And he got the time to work around with it. Hilly, he might just go down in this instance.
Hilly has Flay. He's now got Lantern. There's the TP. Lantern back. Mercer flashes away from the Flay. Hillestein looking for the chase. He's still got the hook. And Misfits, they saw it. They were hungry for it, but they're not going to be able to take it. Neon hooked as well. Locked up. Schlatten diving forward, but Wonder TP'd in just at the right time. It's 2 already for Fnatic. They're looking to make it 3 as they find one in the mid lane. It all collapses for the Bunny.
It's not very often we see an entire bot lane roaming. This time we do. Schlatten and Razok
Yeah, Schlattern has to try and jump away, but Wonder and Razork on the chase here. Hear it low, Schlattern the same. Here it gets knocked down at the wall dive. Will flash. Schlattern flashes away with the safeguard. Razork smites minion to try and get onto Schlattern. And he will
he's got no mana for the Q.
Have enough mana for the Q. Schlattern survives. Wonder, though, is still looking for it. Fnatic unwilling to let anyone from Misfits get out alive. The shock blast just wide.
It's not clean. 1-for-1 on the side of the top side here. Here it forces out the TP. Offset.
This is big as well,
a lot of minions down towards the bot side.
It's not just the minions, though. You lose maybe 2 plates here. Upset is going to step forward. As you say, he's got the Graviton, but he really can't deal with Neon and Mercer pushing into him. The second plate will just go...
Hold it.
And stay on the map.
But remember, there's no vision right here, so Razork, he's coming down once again. Offset, he has the Graviton.
And Mercer pushing forward, but the play's going to pull him back. Thick skin not enough to save him, and you could see Mercer and Neon as greedy as I was with my
up here.
I mean,
ultimates are ready.
Yeah, here it has the Hexag Ultimatum, which means he can reset the tower aggro. He takes it to start with. There's the Chaos Storm. Hexag Ultimatum not used, but Wonder will fall. VTO can tank 2 shots. Probably 7 to 10 seconds on that. And here goes Schlattern, and they timed this perfectly. Schlattern knocked back underneath the tower. Wonder we're able to get a 1-for-1. Razork on his way as well, has the onslaught. Shows you with just how well they're thinking out the next few steps. Hittersang is going to land a hook here, but he doesn't know Mercer and Schlattern are on their way. Razork's going to join the fray as Mercer dives forward. Gobbled up. You can see Razork now with the onslaught of shadows going in. Mercer with the thick skin, kicked back by Schlattern. Razork though able to heal him up. The double Raviton root as Mercer goes down. Upset on a killing spree now. Neon will fall as well. BTO a little late to the party, and Humanoid's already helped his team take 2. Schlattern has the flash, and Fnatic once again find the upper hand. About 1.6k, but it's going to extend as this Rift Herald charges in. Hittersang still has the flash, still has the hook, but it just hits onto Mercer, to Neon. Wait, did that just skip through Mercer?
I don't know what happened there, but they made a great use of it.
Hittersang's going to die!
Well, close to being a Dignitas dive, not more
just bending the bullet around, managing to hit it onto Neon, and now first Dragon of the game for Fnatic. They continue to extend their advantage. Upset. Well, if he rounds it out by not dying, he will beat Reckless's record of 13 deaths in spring 2018. Upset continues to find advantages, and Fnatic continue to find advantages, and there's the longest lantern you'll see today. Neon falls once again. Schlattern trying to do what he can, but Mercer's already dead, and Schlattern will be able to dive away for a second, but the 5-point strike finds its mark. Game means in terms of the total standings, because right now, obviously, Rogue slightly ahead of Fnatic because they've had 1 extra game.
You bring out a graphic, you know a killer's going to come through, Fnatic. That's how it works.
Hexag Ultimatum going down onto Wonder. TP coming in from Fnatic as they look to save their top laner. Humanoid here, Schlattern down. Hear it next up as he is hit in the face by Wonder. And I think at some point, you know, we talk about the graphics and let the kills happen in the background. You know, Fnatic 14-4. 5,000, 4,500 gold ahead right now.
But you know, production gave me a tool, and I actually think it's quite fitting right now. If you weren't here, I was talking about
taking the tier 1 in the top lane and the bottom lane as well, so really only the mid lane their option. But how do you push out a mid lane if your support is once again being caught? Thick skin available, flash as well. Neon tries to join the party, but Mercer will flash away. They may turn their attentions over to Neon as the TP comes in for Misfits. They're looking to try and turn this fight around. It will be a 4v3 in a second. Neon almost down. Razork's chasing him out, and he will finally pick up that kill. The Lantern down for him, but the Hexag Ultimatum stops his ability to retreat. 2-for-1 in favor of gold. And a lot of the kills in this game have come from Fnatic focusing the bottom lane. It's something they did so well in the past. Schlattern is going to get the kick back, and a little bit of a graphical bug there, but Upset did find his maker in the mid lane. Rift Herald now an option as well. Misfits could get this objective bounty, get themselves a little bit more gold as Upset falls, making that 9 deaths this season. 4 more, and he's only tied with Reckless for the least deaths ever in an LEC season.
Honestly, the most brilliant setup you can have there. Huge from Schlattern finding that pick, and Upset honestly a little bit greedy being that far out without the proper vision set around
Mid lane tower gives you 250, an extra dragon gives you 500, I believe, so it's a huge bit of advantage. Actually, might be less than 500 for normal dragons. VTO is caught out. Razork chased him down. Mercer's going to gobble him up and try and spin him out, but he spins him back into the middle of Fnatic, and the Infernum does its work.
Great hook.
Great hook once again. We've said that many times this game as Fnatic fight.
And 21 minutes into the game, uncontested Baron. Fnatic should be running away with the game with this one for sure. And I know we're saying this a lot, but this team is just so phenomenally good. I may say that, and then Humanoid just getting caught.
I mean, Humanoid went a little bit deep here. Does have the Twilight Strike, but Razor's on the chase as well, and Neon deleted where he stands. Mercer next on the menu. Hexagolden Maiden will lock Humanoid under the tower. Onslaught of Shadows coming out as well. Razor brings Hibbit back. The play will do the same, as will the hook. Kick back from Zlatan. He looks for Hylissang. Upset tanking the tower, still surviving. BTO's going to join the fight a little bit late. Fnatic may have overstayed. Humanoid still alive in this, though. And he wins in a row, and it's a quick and easy day for Fnatic in playoffs. Still, of course, 3 weeks away. We have a short break before we get there, but Fnatic looking very strong. Jack of all trades, it seems, with their composition, master of some. And now Misfits trying to find a way back into this game, but once again, Hylissang.
He's so good.
I mean, he's a great player, but that's not normal. Can we get a computer check?
His PC.
Yeah, someone should check Hylissang's PC.
Maybe he's not hacking, but maybe he's using game deficit.
Yeah, maybe. You never know.
And they're not even playing on 2 lanes. They just know they can siege it down because they have Wunder's poke. They can just go all in with Razork here.
Razork brings VTO back. Mercer will gobble him up and spear him out. Mercer's still alive. Humanoid diving in. Stopwatch used. Inhibitor down. Humanoid will get out with a perfect execution. And the Gale Force from Neon enough to get a shut down. A bit of gold on the Jinx. Never hurt.
The objective bounties.
Yeah, Razork's on his way. It's 500 gold extra for the Dragon. You see everyone pops up with 100 there.
Yeah, they know they can just commit to a fight even on the tower if they'd like to. We just saw it up into top side. Now they don't have the Baron of minions, but once again, they do have that
Heal
top
this
side.
one, 6,000 HP on the Baron. Humanoid a good flank as well. Hylissang on that front line. BTO chucked down to a third of his HP as Razork chases him down. Wonder unstoppable as Mercer falls. And we'll see what BTO can do. Not much is the answer. Humanoid diving forward. Neon chunked out once again. And Powder looking to turn into exactly that, but it has the time to open up. Zlatan diving back. Neon getting excited. And that's 2. The shutdown coming in. Fnatic overstepped. They walked into the Hextech rockets. And Neon, with open arms, welcome them to death.
And just like that, there's 30-second death timers. They have a mid lane minion wave. They can just tank this. No, this doesn't happen 2 times in a row.
There's no way Misfits win it from here. Do you want to know why there's no way Misfits win it from here? Because
and you don't want to walk forward with him either. So Misfits, they should be able to pick up this inhibitor, and with more minion waves coming through, they can still try and siege.
By that Scryer's Bloom. TP's come in. Dragon secured. Counter TP used by Misfits. Trying to answer this one. Razork looking for the onslaught of Shadows going in. The kick back onto Zlatan. He's low. Humanoid dives onto the back line, but Neon's still very healthy. Stopwatch by Humanoid. Fnatic now advancing. Misfits looking for the re-engage. VTO locked up. He'll be shut down. Misfits lose one on it. Baron now has spawned. Fnatic looking to fight around this key objective. Misfits looking to answer. Here it will take the inhib. Has the TP to join this fight. Fnatic on the Baron. 5,000 HP on it. Misfits still fighting back in this game. Super Mega Deathstroke hits onto Razork. Zlatan goes in. He doesn't get it. Razork's going to secure it. The GA coming out as well. And now Misfits trying to retreat. Onslaught of Shadows to the back line. But Neon goes unstoppable. And Neon still untouched. A double for him. Still not dead. Humanoid pops a stopwatch, but he's got no health left to survive. He tries to get the 5-point strike, but Powder is just too damn strong.
4 members of Fnatic have fallen in that team fight. Wunder the only left man standing. And now 3 members of Misfits are going to be pushing down the mid lane. They have a wave to deal with. Can Wunder stop it? If he breaks the minion wave, he breaks the push. TP comes through now.
What a time for Wunder to stand up for his team. He's had a great split. Last year was a disappointment for him, but here he's locked up, he's rooted, and there's nothing he can do. In the second time in 2 weeks, Misfits take a game from the jaws of defeat and find victory.
You can never count them out.
It's going to be the Tryndamere instead for Broken Blade. Played it last week against Misfits. They got a massive early lead. And of course, Tryndamere in a split bus position at the moment.
He did dodge the Piltover Peacemaker.
I'm pretty sure
now moving forward, might get rooted up. Jankos is going to be around as well. They don't have an AD carry, but they might look for a play here.
Labrov still has the flash, but Jankos should be able to get the Audacious Charge. Knock up, stops the channel. Q3 enough. Jankos with
What's the next move going to be from them? Caps, he's low on mana now. Package would be available if they want to sync up a play with it.
And as much as like...
So far, still quite Vitality favored, although it feels like G2s are making the moves. It was because they had that advantage with the Herald. Broken Blade has popped the Ghost.
He's looking for this. Has the Fury underneath the tower. Alfaria Cannon Barrage doesn't really do much.
15 seconds rather till Hex Drake spawns on the opposite end of the spectrum. Yeah, below 1 minute as well. For Rift Devil to deploy Perks.
That's going to try and flash away, but Broken Blade can flash turn Perks into a chicken. 1-for-1 is the trade. Onslaught of Shadows coming out as well as Caps underneath the tower, not yet tanking it. Broken Blade still has the Unleashed Fury as he is able just to walk away. Still has that ultimate in his back pocket. For the moment, G2 able to get a kill, so trade it 1-for-1, get a dragon for themselves.
That's the thing, they get the neutral objective advantage. I wonder if Vitality is going to be able to set up with Perks respawning on the Rift Herald.
And 16 minutes of the game, pretty even between these two teams, with a lot on the line as well as Broken Blade. Undying Rage, still an option for this Tryndamere. Where's how far are you going to go? You got no flash? Your barrels can only do so much. Broken Blade didn't even need his ultimate.
See, that's my point again. Like look at the minimap, okay? So, like, very rarely will Vitality use any wards towards the bot side. This is purely darkness for G2. They never do anything for the bot side when they're playing up towards the top side. But this is their strong side, though. Let's see what they can get done.
Well, Southmate doesn't look too strong after all. Caps takes him out. Ace in the hole's going to hit Targamas, but he's able to survive. Perks now not in the best of shapes. He's gobbled up. Jankos going in for the Q3, gets the knock up, and it's a double for Caps, and on both sides of the map. G2 alongside that, the top lane tower, their prize for Broken Blade. Just using his E to escape any danger towards that bottom side. 19 minutes in, G2 extend their gold lead. 2 points on the Tahm Kench is nothing to be sniffed at. What the? That was a lot onto Kazi.
As we already said, he's not nerfed on damage, he's nerfed on package. Like, this is still the same Corki damage we'll see. And they still have Rift Herald, like they're not even using it.
He's trying to catch out Kazi there. Kazi back in an intelligent position. Broken Blade continues to push in the bottom lane with the Rift Herald there to help him out here too. The target for him.
They're getting so much of the map right now. They pushed in the mid lane, they forced away Vitality, they're getting the inner turret on the bot side, and Jankos is soloing up Drake at the moment. They're even gonna get a second charge here, I think, from Shelly. And that might not matter now, but once Broken Blade start being a menace in the side lane, when Baron starts getting set up upon, well, he's going to be a fawn.
Even use the package just to get back towards this topside river a little bit quicker to make sure that they could keep control around the Baron and allow Broken Blade to double elimination. Vitality need the win to make it to playoffs as Alphari is caught out and Caps on the chase. Alphari tries to flash away. The rocket misses. Alphari pulls the stopwatch. And how much will that rocket singular cost G2? Broken Blade continues to spin in, but that Undying Rage is about to expire, as is Broken Blade shut down. If the rocket had connected, would be a good position here. Caps, though, still with the package. Good scatter, as you say. Caps could get onto the backline. Broken Blade getting behind them here as Jankos dives in onto Kazi. Onslaught of Shadows used by Selfmade, knocks Jankos back. Broken Blade, but immediately dives onto Alphari. Caps with the package onto the backline. He's almost down. The ace in the hole channeled by Kazi. 2-for-1 now in favor of G2. Alphari trying to get away. Perks trying to do the same.
Situations on the side lane now. Broken Blade and Caps, they get to push it out. And let's just have a look. And now on to play in 2 lanes. Broken Blade sitting with Baron in the mid lane. The rest of G2 up towards the top side. It's time to take care of the inner turrets. First one taking down. Kazi setting up with the Yordle Snap Trap instead.
How are you going to defend if you're Vitality? Kazi down to half HP already. 2 waves of minions pushing in. Perk's going to try and TP forward here. Selfmade steps in. Flackhead. Look at the shield on him from this Karma. Mystic shots continue to rain down, not all connecting. Broken Blade takes the mid lane inhibitor tower. G2 now advancing on 2 fronts still. Perks has that Banshees, but that's the second inhibitor tower down as Jankos steps forward. Blackett, Arcane shifts. Looking for more damage here. Broken Blade left by himself.
They're just going to wait it out.
Cannon minion will help him out as well. Still a minute and a half on the Baron. G2 can play this one patiently. They're the ones with the Ocean Soul. They will heal up. The rocket's going down. Kazi down to half. Labrov the same. Labrov has the voyage back towards its fountain. G2 now only have 1 inhibitor to play for. Broken Blade has the mid lane push continuing. Vitality forced back towards their Nexus itself. But with super minions pushing in mid, Broken Blade there as well to give them a helping hand. The trap line will hold G2 at bay. Selfmade's looking for the back line. Onslaught of Shadows going in, but only gets 1 fear. Jankos with the Crescent Guard will stop the advance. Broken Blade now continues to push in. No wave here, though, for G2. No Baron remains on them either.
They can continue up the siege here. It's just about playing around the rockets. Broken Blade, he led in the mid wave. Vitality's going to have to respond to that. Kazi's getting low from the poke as well. Just those rocket caps going in for 1 more. No, it's not going to be enough. But mid lane inhibitor is still siege down here from the side of G2.
Triple inhibitor about to fall. Caps.
Big for Vitality. They can't get onto the carry member. Specifically, they can't get onto Caps.
Blackett looking for Kazi. Misses the Mystic shot, but the autos will be enough. Jankos there for the chase, and Kazi's down. Cannon barrage onto Blackity, QSSs and gets away, and Broken Blade kills LeBron by himself. Camps did give him a little bit of help, but it was not necessary. G2 clean up Vitality in the base, and Vitality will have to wait another day before they see if they can make playoffs, because G2 will not give them an inch. Even on the fountain, you are not safe. As G2 kill out Bari, wait for him to come back. Let the minions do the work. The GA, no angel will save you now. G2, the Devils on the Rift, claim top 4.
It was a slow and steady approach to the game, but